Hi there, Felipe here, your crazy creative designer. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you find some value from the channel, from the video, I always talk about entrepreneurship as being an independent creative designer, creative alchemist, better put. And if this is something that interests you, I would love to have you on the channel several times. So hit that button, hit it out of the park, and yeah, let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk about a very special topic, which stems from psychology but affects all of us as designers, as thinkers, as even service providers in general. So we are affected by the concept of ego. And ego. Here's the thing about ego. Ego can be good and can be bad. It can be a tool and it can be a weapon for good or for bad, as most things are, right? So, um, I've been seeing lots of colleagues and clients struggle sometimes with their minds, with their own processing of the world, processing of the surrounding. And I also see them being very defensive in some respects, um, in the wildest of situations. This is generally something that has to do with your ego. And if you don't know it by now, excuse me, ego is the notion of being an individual, of being a separate entity from the world, basically, which all of us are in a way. So we are all different but the same. We're all similar and yet different. So each of us has a little ego inside them. They can be larger, can be smaller, can be present, can be subtle. And but ego is a very dangerous concept. Ego is has a negative connotation for a particular reason, and the reason is that when you let your ego take over, right, where it goes beyond common sense, so to speak, then it's going to be detrimental to your development as a person and as a professional. If, however, you learn how to tame the ego, how to reel it in, and to employ it in different scenarios, situations where it is demanded, where it is necessary, they're going to be a very successful professional, a very successful person. So I would say the risk of misusing your ego is higher than the benefits, at least in the short term. Okay, and what do I mean by that? As a service provider, such as probably yourself, I would know, you've been met with critic. I'm pretty sure from all sides, be it from a colleague, be it from the universe, be it from the internet, be it from your client. Um, think about the last and the first time you had that happen to you. So how did you react? Did you become defensive? Did you become open? Did you become aware? What was your immediate reaction? And compare the first time it happened to the last time that happened. And let me know if there's been any change. And so let's delve into the trigger, the reaction. So our ego is problematic when, for instance, when you take feedback way too seriously, when you take it as a reflection of your own self. For instance, if I, as a designer, create a design that the client doesn't love, or my community doesn't love, or even my mama doesn't love, that's the worst of it. Then we tend to get our feelings hurt. So our product, right, the design, or our output itself, it gets extended back to the own sense of self, which is connected to the ego. And so, if somebody criticizes one of my designs, it's a critique that may be a little, more less subtle, more uh, more out there, basically. So if that's the case, I may subconsciously react negatively because my ego tells me that, hey, oh my god, I'm not a perfect person, but I definitely don't have those flaws. Or you may even tell yourself, hey, I am fucking perfect, and this is a perfect design, so swallow it and don't come back at me with this ridiculous critique. Of course, you can go overboard with it as well, naturally, and that's the risk of taming the ego. But the major mistake here is to think that your output is you, that your output corresponds to the person you are, to the quality of person that you are, to whether you're good or bad person. So you kind of extend your personality to your output, which is fine, which is necessary to create something special. But if you hear something negative about it, it's gonna feel like it's an attached organ. It's an attached part of you that has been criticized, uh, probably not even personally, but rather objectively, and still we take offense of it. And that's your little ego telling you you're perfect. You cannot have produced something that created, that led to negative critique. Um, yeah, and the typical attitude that we see with people whose ego dominate is I know it all, right? That's the major egocentric, most popular and ubiquitous attitude out there is to think that you know everything yourself. And if you go back to Socrates, it was exactly he told us the exact opposite. He told us you never know everything. You're the eternal student, as they say. So this notion is completely exceptionally wrong, and I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it's a soothing reaction to your ignorance. Maybe it's your ego overcompensated for your total ignorance on any particular topic, and so your ego tells you, "Oh my God, you know so much. You know everything. That is wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong." So it takes away opportunities by closing doors. You know, so for example, if you had admitted that you were wrong with something or you didn't know about it, then that could lead you to look it up. That could lead you to do some research. That could lead you to more wisdom, more knowledge. So the attitude, it's paradoxical. As soon as you accept you don't know everything, then you're gonna be more probable to actually know everything because you're gonna go after, because you're gonna go do some research, by recognizing that you're not a perfect whole person, that there's still a lot to learn, and that there's always going to be a lot to learn. So, know-it-all attitude that is highly connected to the ego is a terrible attitude you should never have as a professional or as or in your personal relationships. So, what you're going to do is, or what I try to do is, every day you smash your ego, you smash it down, you throw it out of the window. You're like, you wake up, you look in the mirror, and then you're like, oh my god, my hair looks terrible, I look shitty because I went out for 2 bottles of tequila yesterday. And when you do that, when you look in the mirror, you tell yourself you don't know everything. You tell yourself the ego is a part of you, and you visualize it leaving your soul right in front of you, and then you take a hammer, your metaphorical hammer, and you smash it. You smash it down, you break it down to smithereens until you can't see it anymore, until you can't even acknowledge it anymore. So you gotta smash your ego, hit it out of the park, destroy it. And this is a constant mission because the ego is very, very, very strategic, very tactical. It always comes back, or to the cases. So your routine should be destroy your ego every day. When you look in the mirror, you say, I don't know everything. I'm an ugly bastard. I have a lot to learn. I am motivated to learn. I understand that other people may know more about me in any particular topic. And I'm not going to take critique personally. I'm going to be a professional. Take critique as a sign to improve, as a sign to unfold my abilities and better develop yourself as a professional, as a person, as a designer. Okay? So, ego, like the Hulk smash, Hulk is like ego, smash it every day, do it. And you're gonna recognize, you're gonna see that the amount you can absorb after that and the way you deal with people who are criticizing you, who are telling you you have no idea about, you're gonna see you're gonna be so much more. Your doors are got several more opportunities, and that is all because you decided to destroy the little thing called ego. Do it. Do it right now. Once you do, you're gonna feel the relief. You're gonna feel the negative energy leaving you, and it's gonna be very superficial to your aura as well. You're gonna feel it, and you're gonna. The only thing you know is that you know nothing. Smash the ego, accept it, accept the reality, be open, don't take it personally or not too personally, and be more stoic. And you're gonna see your life, your output is gonna improve by a tenfold. There you go. So this is a very short one. I'm gonna cap it here. So thank you a lot for watching. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to smash the ego. Don't forget to smash the like button and the subscribe button. That would be very appreciated. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.